a lot has happened since the last video, which was the trip to Louisiana where everything fell apart.
The trip that shall not be named.
Yeah, we're not, just no. So we did make it home safely. Made it back to our house. We're just gonna leave that there for now. And I will say, even though everything that happened while we were in Louisiana, I didn't get to spend much time in the Natchitoches area, but Lisa did. And we're gonna talk about that in this video. So hang on, and we'll share a little bit more about what happened in Louisiana and what happened when we got home. Hey, so we're kind of in the middle of our week here in Natchitoches, Louisiana at the Ecore Park. Get a look at this at the park behind me. There is nobody here. It's been kind of nice. We've had this place to ourselves. Although we've continued to work the tire issue, the truck is still in the shop. So we do have all new tires all the way around on the camper. We got a brand new spare, all Goodyear Endurance. I've heard great things about the Goodyear Endurance, so looking forward to running those. And as you can see, Lisa behind me is frantically scurrying. Apparently we got some pretty bad weather coming in. They're calling for possible tornadoes. So we're actually gonna pack up. Emily and Justin are with us. They came in over the weekend, but they fly home back to Greenville today. And we're gonna leave here a little bit early, head down to Alexandria, get to my parents' house before the weather comes in, and then we'll be able to get them to the airport. But this is our status right now. Still enjoying kind of being out here. It's been really quiet, really nice here in the campground. During our time in Louisiana, while we were in Natchitoches at the Ecore, Lisa and Justin did get to go tour the Natchitoches area a little bit and check things out.
Somebody had to adventure.
Somebody had to. Because Emily and I were working this week on top of me trying to find tires for the camper, trying to figure out why the truck wouldn't run. It was a busy week. But you guys found some cool stuff. If you remember, I guess it was last year, we were in Natchitoches. We did kind of the plantation tour thing last year. Mm-hmm. This time we got to spend some more time in Natchitoches.
In the downtown area. It's very small town America with a huge Louisiana twist. It's just a precious little area, and I've mentioned before that Steel Magnolias was filmed there. Justin and I happened upon, we were actually, I think, 2 blocks off of the main drag in Natchitoches, and we found ourselves in the cemetery where one of the main scenes from the movie was filmed, and there was a marker that showed where it actually happened, and we were just amazed. And it's a very old cemetery, so there were just some fascinating grave sites there and really unique monuments and different kinds of graves, and it sounds a little sad, but it was really fascinating. And then we also found an amazing meat pie restaurant that we'll talk about later.
Yes. As Lisa said, we did find a really cool restaurant called Lazion's in Natchitoches. And if you ever go, you got to check it out.
Yes, I get very excited about Lazion's. So we have lots of family that live in Louisiana, and they will just very nonchalantly say, you should go by Lazion's. And we're like, okay, you don't seem very excited about it, but I mean, okay, we'll try it. So I didn't have a very high expectation for the best meat pie I had ever eaten. Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
So Lisa and Justin stopped by there and ate while they were touring, and Emily and I were working, but Lisa and I did get the chance later in the week to go by and check it out, and we got some video of that. We slipped out one night, and no, one afternoon.
Yeah.
We went out in the afternoon to go grab some lunch, and we
Yeah,
went
and
there.
it's important to know that they close at 2, so you want to get there prior to them running out of everything, because they will run out of things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, highly recommend you get there way before 2 o'clock.
So as the week is coming to a close, the night before we left, now we're nervous about pulling with the camper with the truck and getting home.
That's an understatement.
And I'm going to recap that here in a minute, but we decided we were going to go back into Natchitoches. We really wanted to go back to Lazione's for meat pies again for dinner, but as she said, they closed at 2 o'clock. So we had to find somewhere else to go. So we found this place called the Pioneer Pub. I got to look at my cheat sheet, which was downtown Natchitoches. And we really didn't have high hopes for it. We just figured it would be pub food, but we were very surprised. It was really good, and I think our favorite thing on the menu was our appetizer called the Wookie, which was fries, brisket, and cheese.
I mean, come on.
That can't be bad.
No.
It was so good.
And the vibe in there was so cool. There was just this great energy in there, and it felt like Louisiana in there.
It was really neat.
Yeah.
And we got to spend a little time. We walked around the downtown area, got some great video of the gas lamps down the front of Main Street, and had a great time that night before we made the pool home. So let's talk about the truck now. So we had the problem with the security light coming on in the truck and took it to the GM dealership. They found that it was blowing a fuse. They replaced the fuse, took it for a test drive, it blew the fuse again. They started troubleshooting it, trying to find, they thought maybe a short. They couldn't find anything. They actually kept the truck from Monday till Friday. And all week long, they could not get it to repeat the problem. So on Friday, they gave us the truck back to make the trip home. They told us, keep a bunch of fuses. If the truck does happen to throw the code again, it'll continue to run, but if you stop and turn it off, you may have to replace the fuse to get it to start. So needless to say, we do have new tires. The truck is questionable, but we are getting ready to head out in the morning, and we are nervous about the pool to get back to Atlanta. Spent last night at the KOA just outside of Meridian again. Really liking that campground. But yesterday's trip was a little nerve-wracking. It went fine. The truck performed well. Never had another issue with that little security light that locked the truck out. Still don't know exactly what caused it, but I do know there's a fuse that when it blows, it makes it happen. But so far in the past, all day yesterday and so far today driving, that issue has not reoccurred. Trailer tires are working great. Trailer's pulling good. So getting a little more comfort level in pulling the camper again after our issues getting to Natchitoches. So We left out of the buc-ees in Birmingham, got on the road, and the security light on the truck came on again. Fortunately, I had some fuses, but I didn't need them because we never turned the truck off. We were 2.5 hours from home, had no trouble pulling the camper and making it home, but we did notice that when I got off the interstate and started on the back roads and stoplights home, I noticed that the trailer was pushing me more than it usually does when I would come to a stoplight, and realized my trailer brakes weren't working. So whatever was going on with the security light seemed to be impacting my trailer brakes. So I manually applied the trailer brakes as we were working our way the last couple miles home, and made it back to the house without any trouble. Got the trailer parked, got the truck unhooked, replaced the fuse, and I did verify as soon as I replaced the fuse, trailer brakes came back on again. So we got the truck cleaned up, started doing some searching, and 2 days later, it was time to head to the dealership. We decided it's time to upgrade the truck for all the miles we're putting on and the trips we're doing. It was time for a bigger truck, a newer truck with less miles. So we are saying goodbye to the 2500 and fixing to take possession of our new vehicle. All right, guys, there it is. Brand new 2021 GMC 1-ton Denali dually. ASN has got new wheels to head down the road.
Magnolia, bought your feet at this little store, run by my sweet Maureen.
All right, I got to mention this guy here. This is Pablo. He's our sales guy. He's helped us out with this thing. Got us a great deal on this. Great trade-in on the other truck. We're
Congratulations,
good.
man.
Thank you.
Give you a handshake there.
So Kennesaw, Georgia, if you're in the market for a GMC or any GM vehicle, or what else y'all have?
We have Buicks. We have Chevys.
Buick Chevys.
Yeah, come to Car Black Kennesaw. Ask for Pablo.
Come see him.
I'll help you out.
Check it out, guys. Thanks.
Hey, thanks guys for coming along with us on our crazy adventures. We're so glad that you're along for the ride with us.
And if you're enjoying the videos, the craziness, the insaneness that seems to be some of our recent travels, give us a thumbs up. And if you're liking all the videos, subscribe so that as we come out with more crazy, weird stuff that seems to happen to us here recently,
Hopefully not, but
you can be notified when you subscribe. If you ring the bell and click on notifications, you will be notified whenever we come out with another video. So
if you happen to know anybody that loves to RV and would enjoy our shenanigans, feel free to share. As we learn new things about the truck, because we know next to nothing right now,
very little.
We'll be sharing that with you, so look out for that.
Thanks. Bye.
Creole crawfish are the best. You'll be hooked on for life if you taste a single spoon. You're gonna need it.
You're doing the thanks.
Boop.
Boop.
Hey, thanks guys for, was that too tight?
No, okay, great. Boop.
Okay, I've got this. Boop.
What about the truck?
Also, boop. Oh, that makes it worse.